Hi everyone, welcome to One Bucket Nation and Personal Finance with your girl Terrell Dinkins. Thank you so much for tuning in with me today. So this week I was, really thinking, what am I going to talk to my favorite social media audience about this week? Then things started coming across my desk and I knew that I really needed to focus my message to women, to my young female entrepreneurs out there. So the first thing that came across my desk this week was really a disturbing chart. It was something put out by T. Rowe Price that showed the balances in 401k plans for women working baby boomers. Now I know that baby boomer may sound old for my audience, but the disturbing part about that was the charts showed that if you compare 401k plans with men versus women, then the females or the women's 401k plans was half that of men. So that really disturbed me because we really need to close the wealth gap. We need to close that gap. So then I was interviewed for a podcast last week and the same tones came up about women and what women need to do. So today I want to talk to you about this question that was raised to me and give you my response to the question. So the question is, what are the 3 things you think every woman should do right now to secure their financial future? So I'll share with you how I answered that question and the 3 things that I did to secure my financial future that makes me feel comfortable about what lies ahead. Okay. So the three things that I felt that I've done quite well to secure my financial future is, number one, when I was working in my, when I first started out, is I immediately adjusted my lifestyle so that I could max out my 401k plan. So I maxed out that 401k plan. And you can imagine over the years, maxing out your 401k plan, even if you stop putting in it, time value of money is on your side so that it grows. So if you feel like you can't max out your 401k plan, what I want you to do is start small. And this was something I shared with my beautiful niece just last week. Start small, even if it's 3%. Start contributing to your company's 401k plan. So when you go back to work on Tuesday, go to HR and figure out what you need to do to start contributing. And as you get a raise, then increase the contributions to your 401k plan. Even if you can't do that, figure out what the company match is and start contributing to the max, because basically that's free money. The second thing that I did to make sure that my future was secure is that I made all of my wealth building automatic. And what do I mean by that? So if I contribute money to my investments, I made it automatic, meaning that I set an amount that I placed in my budget and that money came out every single month. And I like paying my bills on a monthly basis, contrary to what's popular. Once a month, I put money in my investments. Once a month, I put money in my 401k plan, and once a month I put money in my savings plan. So you can't trust yourself to do it. You have to put it on automatic so the money automatically comes out, because what happens is something will come up and that means that you won't contribute towards your future. The third thing I did that makes me feel comfortable with my future is that I wrote down my goal. I wrote down when I wanted to reach a certain amount in my retirement, what I wanted my future to look like financially. I wrote it down and then I check myself. I go back to see how close I am to the goals that I wrote out for myself. So if you haven't done it, I want you to do 3 things, particularly for my females out there, because there's a huge gap. And I want us to try to figure out how we can close that gap. As a matter of fact, I want to make that a hashtag, close the gap, close the financial gap. So the 3 things I want to remind you of is contribute to your 401k plan, max out if you can, or make some contributions to your 401k plan. Start making all of your wealth building, your savings, your investments, your 401k automatic. And then write down your goals. Write down how you want your future to look. Okay? So thank you so much for tuning in with me today. Don't forget to follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all at One Bucket Nation. And don't forget to check out my website at onebucketnation.com. Do me a favor, if you have any questions or comments that you would like to make, feel free to write them below, okay? Have a wonderful Labor Day weekend with your family. And don't forget why we're celebrating. It's to celebrate the contributions workers have made to this country, what you've made to this country, okay? Take care, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.